Well, hello there, and welcome to a live edition of Trucking News. I guess I should find a better spot for you guys for this. So, a live edition of the truck. That's me. Boop, 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 boop. So, are we good? Can I get an emoji, thumbs up, sound check, everybody? Hello? Check microphone, checka. Microphone, checka, 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we here? Is everybody alive? All right. First, oh wait, no, you're not. So this is gonna be a live edition of the Truck Operator, or some of the books are on freight. Whether DAT is wrong or right. I'm gonna challenge you on a few things, and I'm also gonna give you some more information that's gonna possibly help you make some more money for your business. But the first story that I want to talk about on the iPad, you guys remember this story right here? Okay. Maybe I don't have enough bandwidth. So let me turn this off here. Hold on. Boom. See if that helps at all. All right. How's that? Is that better? Are we good? Good, everybody? Are we good now? I think I had there we go. Okay, good now. All right, thank you. I think I had lots of things pulling on the Wi-Fi, so I turned a couple things off. All right, here's the thing. First of all, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video out. But you guys remember this guy that was detained. Okay. Now the title of the story. This is from Transportation Nation Network. If you want to look it up. Okay. But this is going to shock you guys. Okay. The driver. Okay, was convicted. The driver was convicted. Guilty. Says guilty trucker. Says the judge was dirty, as his own words there. The guards lied, and the judge believed them. The guards. Okay, here's the thing. The guards said they had the right to do what they did, and the judge sided with them. Clinton Kirker, the owner-operator, said that he has to continue to fight this. Now, the trucker that was forcibly detained, along with his wife, at a Mississippi of disorderly conduct and interfering with business by a DeSoto County judge on Thursday. Clinton Kirker, along with his wife, were aggressively detained. You guys remember that Jake and L talked about that video, and a few other people did too here in the past. I think it was like September or October, somewhere around that time frame. Anyways, he appeared in municipal court in Olive Branch on Thursday to face charges of interfering with business and assault. Okay, moments before going to being nervous in a Facebook Live video, they expressed optimism that the charges against him would be dismissed, and his attorney was very hopeful. Dare he say confident. Okay, go check out the story. This isn't a paid thing. It's just where the story's at. But they said that they had the right to do what they did, and the judge sided. So this is probably going to break up. So I'm going to try to make this fast. I'm going to get all this out. Just refresh your feed. But he says the guards lied and the judge agreed with them. Okay, and that they had the right to do. He said that the judge was dirty and somebody paid him off. That's what the driver said. Now, I mean, was he interfering with business? Yeah, I mean, he was, but not by his own fault. He was interfering with business because they wouldn't let him in. They had the gate closed. The guy was blocking the driveway because there was a gate in front of him. So what's he supposed to do? Right? I mean, come on. Let's be real here. I don't think the judge was right. I really don't. He says, he says that he's not going away quietly. Oh, no. He's going to fight it. And shortly after the judgment was handed down, they plan to file an appeal. So he's also planning to file a civil suit. From almost the moment the shocking video of Kirker's incident went public, truckers and others have begun speaking out in support of the couple. Transportation Nation received countless comments on their social media platforms, blah, 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 He confirmed late Thursday evening the company intends to file a civil suit and will name Metro Foods Distributing along with Paragon Systems Incorporated as defendants. Okay? As defendants. The video speaks a million words, and I hope it's worth $1 million, Kirker said. He told his Facebook followers that he and his wife were still affected by injuries sustained during the incident. Okay? And he renewed his plea for help, by the way, facing mounting financial burdens, which they outlined in the last report. Kirker set up a GoFundMe and PayPal campaigns and urging friends and fellow truckers. Kirker asked supporters to help with his appeal, saying it was going to cost at least $1,500 to continue to fight. I've had thousands of well-wishers. Thank you all for the support, he said to his followers. Listen, I think that the security people went way too far. I know you guys agree. I don't know. Obviously, you don't know the attitude or what they felt or the energy that was there at that gate when he was trying to check in or leave or whatever the hell he was doing. But obviously, there was tension for whatever reason. The one guy that was there was apparently convicted of stuff before, one of the security guards. He was the trainer of the one guy, and just a big cluster of shit gone wrong in this incident. But holy crap! For the judge to say that he's guilty, for the judge to say that he's guilty of impeding business and all that's ridiculous. You guys know, I know. After the video post, leave your comments below so that we can start a discussion about this. And I will find the links to the GoFundMe and the PayPal campaigns that they started. I'll also post those in there somewhere. I'll pin them in the comments or something if you guys want to check them out. I'll look for the guy's Facebook so that you can follow along in this, because apparently Rent-A-Cops now have the authority to just grab a hold of you or your wife or you and your husband or whoever riding with you when you're at a customer. They can just do whatever the hell they want, apparently. And I always thought the Rent-A-Cops were observe and report. I didn't think that they were allowed to go ahead and grab a hold of you. I agree, Lone Wolf. I think there is some shisty stuff going on. Somebody did something, whether it's the food company did something with the security company, or security company did something with the food company, or whatever. Do you think that the judge was fucking paid off? I don't know. I would hope not. I would think that he's not. You wouldn't want a judge to be getting paid off, right? Would you? No. So, with that being said, follow along with that story. I'm sure that there'll be more coming out about it. Now, the other thing, for who books freight? Who books their own freight? Who books their own loads? Somebody put a fucking emoji thing in the comments. If you book your own freight and you negotiate your own rates, put something in the comments. Put a little emoji or something, whatever you want. If you're booking your own freight, if you're picking loads, if you're deciding your own rates and all that kind of stuff. Because I got a couple questions, and then I want to challenge you. I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, I got a couple statements. Then I want to ask you a few questions. I had that backwards. So if you're booking your own loads, if you're deciding the rates, I'm not super hyper. I'm just amped up, David. So there's only like 3 people watching that book their own loads? Okay. Well, here's the thing. If you're booking your own freight, more than likely, you're looking at DAT. Right? Right. You're looking at DAT. And what are you looking at? You're looking at the 15-day averages for line hauls, for the lanes. You're looking at 15-day averages for mileage rates. You're looking at 15-day-old hot market maps, okay? Trying to best judge how to run your business off of 15-day-old information. 15-day-old information, okay? Why do we do that? Well, primarily we do that because it's the only source, really, right? It's the only source. So you're using 15-day-old information to decide your financial stability and the success of your business. What if I told you that you didn't have to use 15-day-old information? What if I told you that you could see freight volumes and everything that you ever dreamed possible that you wanted to know about the freight market, about the transportation industry? What if I told you you could see all of that information up to the minute? Information that was no older than 24 hours. What if I told you about that? What if I told you you could do that? I'm being serious. What if I told you you could see up to the minute accurate information about where the freight is in the country, and you could compare that up to date information against the DAT's boards and maps and gadgets and lines and everything, and you would see how wrong they were. You could see how far off they were. If you could look and you could say, I know that there are more trucks down here than there are up here, and I know there's more freight up here than there is down here where all the freaking trucks are. If you could look at that on a map and you could see it up to the minute, right before, and decide in 30 seconds, and decide that site with daily averages ain't nothing compared to what this is. Nothing. Nothing. Daily averages are nothing except for an average of what people have gotten. That's it. It's not telling you where all the trucks are. It's not telling you where the freight is. It's not telling you anything. Here's the thing. When you look at DAT's hot market map, okay? When you look at DAT's hot market map, now we know that that is 2-week-old information. When you look at that, say this light is the hot spot for van freight in the country. Okay? Say this light is a hot spot for van freight in the country. Say this light is you. Now, if you're looking at that hot market map and you're spread across the country from the hot spot, okay, you want to get to where that hot spot is as fast as possible. However, the hot spot you're looking at was there 2 weeks ago. Now, in the 5 days that you've traveled over there, it's now 19 to 20 days since that hot spot popped up on DAT's map. And when it popped up on DAT's map, it was 15 days old already. So now by the time you get to where that hot spot is, that hot spot has already moved. Does that make sense? Please tell me that makes sense. Please tell me that makes sense. Please tell me, God, tell me it makes sense. Okay? That's what happens. When you look at those hot market maps, you look at those 15-day averages, and you're asking these brokers for $2,000 because that's the 15-day average, and they tell you you're full of crap because that's old information, they're 100% right. That is 100% correct. It's 100% correct. That is old information. Therefore, no one knows really what the average is for that area. So what are the brokers giving you? They're giving you whatever you'll take the load for. So you need somebody that has the knowledge, has all of the information to be able to get you the best rate possible. If you're the one booking your own loads, if you don't have any help at all and you're doing it all on your own, then you want that information in front of you. You want up-to-date information. Yes, it is, Jake and L, and you can call me about it later. That is up-to-date information. Now, what I'm going to show you here is just a little something, okay, that I can't really bring up because for whatever reason it's not fucking. I can't put my iPad on the damn Wi-Fi. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in the house, but I got to be a little quiet because the baby's taking a nap. So we're gonna go in the house to my laptop where I can show you this because I can't use that for whatever reason. Anyway, so we're gonna go in here and I'm gonna show you guys really quick. And then I'm gonna turn this shit off. Shh, quiet, fuckers. Shh. Baby's taking a nap. You guys gotta be quiet. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys this up to the date information. Now, after I end this live feed, I'm not sure when he's going to do it, but Trucking Exec is going to go way more in depth on this information than I am, and he's going to be able to tell you a lot more about it and how to get access to it and how we're going to get you guys involved in this, okay? Because you need up-to-date information. You can't do this. You can't do this off old information. You just can't. You can't do this off old information. So I'm going to show you two things, okay? I'm going to show you the hot market map, okay, from DAT versus this map. Okay, let me show you. Now, we'll look at drive-in. Yeah, Chris, and you're not going to have to do that with this. Not at all. Okay? You're not going to have to do that. Delete. Stupid. Apply. Okay. So, everybody knows this map. You can hear me? Okay. So, everybody knows this map. This is DAT's map. Now, what this is based off of is 15-day-old information. Okay, this is based off of load postings and booked loads that happen through DAT. So this shows you that for drive-in 15 days ago, that these were the hot areas. Okay, the Pacific Northwest was awesome 15 days ago. 15 days ago. Now this, today, right now, that's the van market right now. So if you took your drive-in to the Pacific Northwest based off of that information, when you get there, that's what you're going to see. Because this is right now.
Did you know that in England we call Santa Claus Father Christmas?
This is based off of rejected tenders, okay? For those of you that don't know what a rejected tender is, a tendered load is, say I'm a manufacturer and I build washing machines. I build 100 washing machines and I call Knight or Swift or whoever, right? I call one of the big companies because I want them to haul my washing machines to the distributor. They can only handle maybe 50 of my washing machines. The other 50 of the washing machines become rejected tenders. Those washing machines still have to ship. So where do they go? They get put onto the spot market. That's what the spot market is comprised of. Tons and tons of rejected tenders. That's all it is. It's the stuff that the major carriers or people with contracts couldn't handle. So it's put into the spot market freight, and that's what a lot of people that are owner-operators or small fleets or whatever run their business off of. If you had access to the information, if you could see where that extra freight is sitting, and you could get your truck there, wouldn't you do it? If you could get there before everybody else, if you knew where all of that extra freight was at, if you knew where the big volume was versus the little amount of trucks, well, you can get that information from DAT 15 days late. Or you can get it from this source, which Trucking Exec will tell you about, up to the minute. Therefore, you can run your truck based off of up-to-date accurate information, not 15-day-old stale information. Because we've all gone
based off of a hot market map or averages on DAT, and you get there and the freight is freaking gone. And you're telling yourself, you're telling your friends, you're telling your family or whatever, you're like, I looked at the map. It was here, and now it's gone, and it's not there anymore. We've all experienced that. We've all experienced it. But look at these maps. Look at that. If you set your drive in to the Pacific Northwest based off of DAT's hot market map, which is 15 days old, 15-day-old data, versus this one, today's data. You can see the changes, okay? Now, this isn't going to tell you where the best rates are, right? This isn't going to tell you, oh, well, this load is $80 a mile or fucking $90 a mile, whatever. It's not going to tell you that. This is telling you where the volumes are, okay? Now, that's telling you where the volumes are. So now what else do you need to know where you're going to get a higher rate? You can have high volume, but if you have 100 loads and you have 100 trucks, guess what? That's 1 for 1. What you want is a place where there's 100 loads and 10 trucks, because those people are going to pay a premium to get their loads off of the dock. So what you also need to know are where the trucks are in the market. You need to know where everybody's at so that you can then take all of that information and make the best decision you can for your business. So this says today. Try not to show the company's logo where this is from. It says today right there. Trucks in market. There's where the majority of the trucks are in the entire country. Look where everybody's clustered at. So now if you were to look at those other maps that tell you about volumes and different things, if it said that there was a high volume of freight in the Pacific Northwest, remember looking at that? Okay, there are hardly no trucks up here right now. So if there's a high volume and a low amount of trucks, what do you want to do? You want to send your trucks into that area because that's where there isn't anybody. So the customers are going to pay premium dollar to send their stuff. Get it? You understand? Does that make sense? So let me go back to that van map. Remember this one. Hold on. Remember this map. Okay, see that? So that's the truck. That's where the trucks are. Okay, that's truck volumes. Okay, now we're gonna look at this one. Trucks in market. We're gonna go back to the van tender rejection index. Okay. Oops. Wrong one. So now, where would you want to send your dry van? Would you want to send your dry van here where there's no freight and a whole bunch of trucks? Nope. You'd want to send your dry van up in here. You'd want to get here. That's right there. That's Louisville, Fort Wayne, Detroit, Toledo. Those are all the best places to be. Least amount of trucks, most amount of freight. Okay? Yes, there's a lot of freight down here towards El Paso, Laredo, different things. But there's also a lot of trucks down there. Remember? So we switch to the truck volumes. If I show you truck volumes. So there's truck volumes. Okay? There's truck volumes versus van. Make sense? Now let me show you reefer. Okay? And like I said, Trucking Exec is going to go... Trucking Exec's going to go more into depth on this and tell you about what we're working on to get you guys this information. So here's the 15-day-old data from DAT for reefer. Okay? Remember, 15-day-old data. So if you based your reefer's move on this map today, you might have hurt yourself. Now, there is today, for reefer. You see the difference? Accuracy is everything. Accuracy is everything. Scott, are you still watching Trucking Exec? There's no discount code, bro. No discount code, none of that kind of stuff. I don't know if Scott's still in here. Where'd Scott go? Maybe he's gone. I deleted the video when I was talking to the broker because there were some brokerage names that I forgot to take out, apparently, and I was reminded of it. So I marked it unlisted. I'm going to put it back up once I re-edit it and take out the broker names that I missed or whatever. I guess Scott's not in here. Anyway, Scott is going to do a video about this and go into more into depth about it. But guys, you're using old information. Okay, you're using really old information. I never got to see this stuff until this morning. And I wish I had this when I was on the road to be able to see this, because a lot of us as owner operators make the decision on where to take our truck based off of DAT's information, because we've been taught. How long have you and I and everybody else been taught that DAT has the best info out there, that DAT has accurate information? It's not the case. And they're not the only ones. Okay? But we've all been taught that, and we've all believed it because they are big, because they have the largest load boards and things like that. And they do, and they have a great load board. Their load board is great. It really is. But their trend lines, their averages, all of that is 2-week-old information. So you and me and everybody else have been running their business off of stale, outdated, worthless information. See, van market today, right now, or excuse me, reefer market right now. Okay. Versus DAT's 15-day-old information. But I'm gonna get out of here. There's gonna be more to come on this. Gio, come here. What's the matter, you?
She wants cereal.
She wants me?
No, she wants cereal.
Cereal?
Yes. Tonight.
We're gonna have dinner, you. What's going on? You all right? Hey. You doing okay? Huh? Yeah. What are we doing over here? What's what? The blue stuff is money. Sophie asked me what the blue stuff is. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. We're having a late dinner because we had a really late lunch. But everybody be safe. Trucking Exec's gonna do a live feed later on this stuff. Shadow Wolf, hold on a second. Here is the custom gourd that I started for Shadow Wolf. That's pencil drawing on there. As you can see, that's a wolf, and some of this is going to get carved out and burned into the gourd. Shadow Wolf commissioned me to make him a little gourd, so we're doing that. But you can see that on there. That is actually That's the ear of the wolf. There's the wolf's face, mouth. It's kind of like a Native American kind of art on there. But guys, you're using old information. This stuff is a game changer. I'm telling you, this is something that you're going to want. Okay, Scott, if you want to talk to me, just send me a DM on Instagram or whatever. I'm about to have dinner with the family. I can talk to you. I'll talk to you guys. I'll call you or whatever you want me to do. But let's do it during not family time. I don't know. I guess it's all family time. I don't know. So just send me a message on Instagram or shoot me an email. The links should be in the description of the video. And I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. And I won't charge you for the call. But you guys are using old information. This is like I was pumped when I saw this. When I got this sent to me and I was able to log into this stuff, I was like, holy hell. This is a freaking game changer. To be able to see up to the day, up to the minute information on where the freight is. It's something you guys are going to really want to pay attention to. Make sure you're subscribed to Trucking Exec and you got the bell rung so when he goes live later tonight, you're able to tune in and he's going to talk to you a little bit more about the specifics of it. I'm not telling you where it is for a reason. Here's the reason that I'm going to tell you why I'm not telling you where to find this information right now. It's not because I don't want to share it with you. I'm more than happy to take screenshots and trim down the maps, and I will email them to every single one of you. I'll post them on my Instagram or whatever. I'm not trying to hold back the information of them. What I want to make sure of is that the company that runs that takes care of you guys. They're not paying me to talk about this information. They're not paying Trucking Exec to talk about this information, but they do charge a lot for access to that information. And I want to make sure that they're not going to take advantage of anybody. Not that they would, but I want to make sure that they're not getting tons of free promotion from people to get you guys to like sign up or do some crazy stuff if they're not taking care of you. And it's not sponsored by any means at all. Chris, you got my number. Give me a chat. We can talk about it too. But be safe. I'm going to go eat. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Thumbs up the video. Share it out there. And make sure you subscribe to Trucking Exec because there's going to be more coming. Oh, by the way, this is it's a piece of vinyl. It's a piece of vinyl from the truck. Or like an extra piece that they gave me when they wrapped my truck. I'm going to make a whole little